We've all been there. You open your Meta ad account, one ad set, 3 ads. Ad 1, 1.4x ROAS, ad 2, 1.9x ROAS, and ad 3 is a 5x ROAS. So which one do you turn off? Be honest, your hand's already moving to the 1.4x. Clean the account, feed the winner, right? Here's the problem with that. The ad you're about to cut might be the only reason that the 5x ad actually exists. And the 5x, the one you're protecting, is probably lying to you. Meta stopped running single ads a while ago and almost nobody changed how they read the account. So people are killing their best ads every single day and they have no idea. So I've run this across a bunch of D2C accounts, and once you see it, you literally can't unsee it. So let me show you exactly what Meta is actually doing. Let's get into it. So here's the thing I watch happen basically every account that we audit. A media buyer opens the account, they go to the ad level, and they see one ad sitting at like 5x, eating the majority of the budget. Looks beautiful. And right next to it, there's another ad at like, let's just say 1.5x, spending a bit, but doesn't look great. So they do the obvious thing, right? They kill the 1.5x, feel smart, feels like they're cleaning the account up, and they probably tell the client, look, we've optimized the account. And for about a week, nothing looks bad, nothing happens, but then the 5x starts sliding. Frequency creeps up, ROAS is dipping down, and now the hero ad that was printing suddenly at a 3, then at a 2, and then the whole ad set is wobbling. And they're staring at it thinking like, what happened? I only turned off the loser. But they didn't actually turn off a loser. Trust me, they turned off the ad that was feeding the winner. And they'll never see that on the dashboard because the dashboard is showing them the wrong movie. And this is what this whole video is going to be about, because once you understand what Meta is actually doing behind the scenes, you stop making that mistake and you start reading the account the way it actually works. So let's clear up what's really happening, because this is the part that flips absolutely everything. Meta doesn't run your ads one at a time anymore. What it runs is what we call a sequence, and it builds a different sequence for every single person who sees your ads. Think about it like a movie. You upload 5 ads. Meta doesn't show all 5 to everyone in the same order. It's basically cutting a custom edit for each person. So one guy sees ad 3 first, then the piece of your organic content, then ad 1, then he buys. A woman sees ad 2 first, then ad 5, then she buys a week later. Same 5 ads, totally different edit per person, and that's the whole model now. So this runs on 2 things Meta built. The first is Andromeda, which is the engine that reads what's actually in your creative, the words, the transcripts, the visuals, and matches each ad to the right person. The second is GEM, which is the brain that decides the order and the slots, your organic posts in between your ads. So it's not just personalized ads, it's a personalized running order of ads and content per human. And here's why it works this way. Meta put out data years ago on this, and if you show someone the exact same ad, by the 3rd time they've seen it, the odds they buy fall off exponentially. So 4th time, basically 0. Nobody buys off seeing the exact same thing 5 times, right? And you just start ignoring it. But here's the thing, and this is the important bit. If the 3rd thing they see is a different ad, a genuinely new one, the odds they buy stay high. Show them a fresh ad as a 4th touch, probably still high. So the sequence keeps the sale alive by rotating in new creative. One ad on its own has a ceiling baked into human psychology. A sequence resets that ceiling every time it feeds in something new. So here's the diagnostic. I call it the sequence skeleton, right? And you can run it on your own account in about 2 minutes. So what I want you to do is to go to the ad level, and what we were going to do is we're going to look for the cold campaigns for the last 30 to 60 days, right? So instead of looking at ROAS on its own, what we're going to be looking at is ROAS and frequency, right? Because these 2 numbers together are essentially going to tell you where it sits in this sequence. Because if we got a low ROAS, and a low frequency, what we've likely got is a top of funnel. Does that make sense to you guys? So low frequency means it's people's first time seeing this ad. Low ROAS as well is typically ads that are kind of educating people and doesn't really push them to actually buy or move forward with that purchase. The ad is essentially just introducing you to strangers, right? If we've got a high frequency and high ROAS, what we've got is a bottom of funnel. So what's happening here is that a lot of people are seeing the exact same ads, but it is converting at a high rate. These are the ads that are basically closing people who are warmed up. This is like not your hero ad, this is like your finisher. If we've got a high frequency and a low ROAS, this ad, yeah, it's dead. Because what's happening is that a lot of people are seeing the exact same ad, but it's not converting at all, so it's not doing anything for us, so you can kill that. And then lastly, if we've got a low frequency and high ROAS, what do you guys think we've got? I'll give you 30 seconds, comment it down below. And then caveat, and what I do want to point as well, right, is that this needs to have meaningful spend. So what do I mean by that, right? It needs to have enough impressions enough spend to be like statistically relevant. Like if it's only spent, let's just say randomly 50 cents, and you've happened to got a purchase based off of that, it's not enough data to actually be like, this is a statistically significant results that we can base stuff off. So meaningful spend, it could be, really depends on how much you're spending in the account and what your CPA is, but we could say anything upwards of $150 would be meaningful spend. Again, it depends from account to account, right? But this is what we'd classify as our genuine winner. So even just in terms of like benchmarks, you're probably wondering like, what type of numbers should we be looking at? What is a high frequency? What is a low frequency, etc.? Look at it this way, right? We want to make the final call at the campaign level, right? So I believe a healthy weekly frequency for me would be around 2. I think that's a healthy zone. But if your cold ads are running at a frequency above 2, you've probably got a fatigue problem there. So you're showing the same faces, the exact same thing, and we're not getting any results from that, right? Okay, and one more rule, and it's an important one, right? Make the final call at the campaign level as opposed to the ad set level or the ad level, because you just have a lot more context. Reason being is at the ad level, so we've got campaign, and then we've got ad set, and then we've got ads. So these are the 3 different levels, right? The reason I'm asking you to make the call at the campaign level, which is the final level up here, because reliability climbs as you go up. At this level, the results are very noisy. So different ads could be performing at different rates. For example, if we've got 3 ads here, ad 1, ads 2, and ads 3. We could have one at 2x, one at, we'll say this one's at 10x, and then this one's at 1.3x. Again, kind of just going back to what we spoke about earlier, it could be the 2x one that is feeding the 10x one. So like I mentioned, this could be a top of funnel that is educating people. So the first ad they've seen is this one, and then potentially they've seen this next one, and then this is the one that converts. Or potentially they see an ad 1 first, then they see ad 3, and then they see ads 2. So this is what I kind of mean by sequencing. We don't really know what sequence each customer is seeing stuff. This is why this is important. If you were to kill this one because you see that's a 1.2x, now there's no longer a top of funnel educating these people. So then by the time they see this bottom of funnel 10x ad, there's nothing to pre-educate them. So the bottom of funnel could be like an offer 50% off. But if this is my first time seeing your ad and you're giving me 50% off, there's no actual reason for me to want to buy. Do you get me? So this is what I'm saying. So if we look at the ad set level, if we're seeing a ROAS of a profitable ROAS, we'll just say profitable ROAS for now, just to keep it vague. This is what I'd want to be looking at, because this is taking into account everything that's happening at the ad level. And then again, naturally, you probably have multiple ad sets within this campaign. So to get more context on how all the ad sets are performing, that's why we're looking at the campaign level. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So again, just to recap, a lot of noise down here at the ad level. For fuller context of the ad level, we want to be looking at the ad set. And for more context at all the ad sets working together, we want to be looking at the campaign level. So again, you want to be looking at the campaign level ROAS, 7-day click, existing customers stripped out. And that number is really honest, because once you strip out the existing customers, we know that it's based off these ads that they're buying. It's not people that we're going to buy anyway, right? So diagnose at the ad level, right? Diagnose what's actually happening, but make key decisions on the campaign level. So whilst I'm on the whiteboard, I'm just going to show you guys an example. So this is where we're at, where we've got ad 1, we've got ad 2, ad 3. Again, varying ROASes. So ad 1, 1.4x, ad 2, 1.9x, and ad 3, 5x. So essentially you got 2 options, right? Because we've got 2 ads that are underperforming, or at least on average underperforming here. Or option 2, do not touch anything. So again, context is important. What is actually happening here? From this as well, I want to know, can you guys look at this and tell me which one it could be bottom of funnel, which one could be top of funnel, which one could be middle of funnel? This is what we want to be looking at. Again, we're not looking at ROAS simply, we want to be looking at the frequency, because this gives us context into where exactly in the sequence this is. So again, just to rehash this, because it's really important that you guys understand this. Are the new audience seeing this one first and then going to this, or going to this to buy? Or have they landed on ad 2 first, then to ad 1, and then purchasing on ad 3? Or potentially, who knows, there could be people landing in ad 3 first, then they see ad 1, then they convert on ad 2. So why is this important? Because you guys should know by now, if we've killed ads 2, which potentially could have been the top of funnel educational one, by the time they've landed on ads 3, let's just say they've gone to ad 3 first, and then they got to ads 1, so they've gone bottom of funnel to top of funnel. Why am I going to buy? Okay, I've seen an offer, now I'm seeing just a middle of funnel UGC type video. Why would I buy? If potentially I've gone the other way, I've seen ad 1 UGC, yeah, cool. Now I'm on ad 3, I'm like, Okay, well, I'm just not ready to buy. Exactly. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like we need to make sure, and this is why creative diversity comes into things as well. We want to make sure that we're feeding them different creatives, different ads. But again, in the context of the ad set, it may not be a case where you see one working, that it's just a case of turning off the other ones. As long as they're within your kill and keep metrics as well, it's better for you to just do not touch anything. Because again, the sequencing is important. They may have had to watch ad one, then watch ad 2, and then ad 3 is what's actually taking them over the line. So I just wanted to reiterate the sequencing thing, and I hope this just made it a lot more clearer for you guys.